is Paetongtarn Shinawatra?
Well, she is, at 37, by far the youngest Prime Minister that Thailand has had. She clearly is in that job because of who her father is, because she doesn't actually have any governing experience. But she has been a high-profile figure for the Pheu Thai party. In elections last year, she was front and centre of much of the campaigning, so she's a familiar face in Thailand. Of course, she is from a very familiar family, which for the best part of 2 decades now has really been at the centre of all the battles in Thai politics. From her father, Thaksin Shinawatra, the billionaire father, he was brought down in a military coup. Then he ended up being exiled. While he was away, his sister Yingluck Shinawatra brought the family back into power. Now his daughter, Paetongtarn, is going into power in, I guess, a somewhat unexpected move, because it was only 2 days or 3 days ago that Thailand had a different Prime Minister, Srettha Thavisin. He had only been in the job for about a year. He was seen very much as an ally of Thaksin Shinawatra, because the Pheu Thai party, which is the biggest party in Thailand's governing coalition, it basically, from behind the scenes, is run by Thaksin Shinawatra. So for him to be brought down by a constitutional court decision, people are looking at it saying, what on earth is going on with the governing coalition of Thailand? Is there some sort of power struggle? And as a result of that, it's now Thaksin's direct family member, his daughter, who has just won a parliamentary vote to take over. It is an extraordinary return to power for the family.
And Bill, how exactly did the former Prime Minister lose his job?
An ethics breach. So Srettha Thavisin was accused of appointing to the government cabinet a lawyer who once upon a time spent a brief period in prison. A lot of politics at play. It was a senator backed by the military. It's all rather complicated, but basically it was the military using their channels to basically file a complaint. The Constitutional Court in Thailand, which is very much seen as being aligned with the establishment and the military and that side, that brought down Srettha Thavisin's prime ministership. And we all were wondering whether or not Thailand's governing coalition would maintain its stability. But here's your answer. A couple of days later, they now are putting in the youngest prime minister in Thailand's history, Paetongtarn. And we'll see, because her biggest challenge will clearly be getting the economy in Thailand up and running.
And what does this political development mean for Thailand more broadly and its future?
So the first priority that a lot of analysts in Thailand are talking about is to try and kickstart the economy. Thailand's economy has been underperforming somewhat. It's in a bit of a slump. That's the first bit of pressure that she will be under. But the second thing is, there's been 20 years now of this back and forth between the two sides of Thai politics, the pro-monarchy establishment backed by the military, and then you got Thaksin Shinawatra's party, which traditionally represented more of the sort of rural farmers and so forth, although in recent years, for complicated reasons, he ended up sort of breaking bread and getting together with the establishment to form a coalition government. Now his daughter, as leader, as Prime Minister, will be in that role, and it does beg the question, just how much will Thaksin Shinawatra and his family and his daughter be able to wrest back real power and control in Thailand versus the establishment parties, the pro-monarchy figures, the military. I guess there's huge expectations on her shoulders now to see if she can preside over a period of political stability in the country.